Hello Virgos. Today we're doing a reading for the full moon that's coming up on the 19th. This is a full moon in Taurus, and we're coming off of the effects of the new moon that was in Scorpio. Kind of was pushing some buttons for a lot of people. So we're going to be taking a look at, focusing on what it is that energy leading into it, what we have to deal with on the full moon, and what the after effects are going to be on that one. So as I normally do when I do a reading, I went to John Holland's psychic deck and I pulled a card, or I attempted to pull a card to signify the reading, and this time I got 3, and it was kind of like, okay, we'll take the 3. So the first card that came up was New Beginnings. So we may be looking at a new opportunity coming with the new moon, not new moon, full moon. It definitely looks so, because the second card is Fulfillment of Wishes. And the third one is Firm Foundation. So, I mean, that to me looks really good right there. I think we could stop here, I suppose, but, that would kind of negate the whole situation. So, we're going to go ahead and do a reading on this. As I said, the full moon coming up is it's also a partial lunar eclipse that will be shadowing the moon, so to speak. There will be a sliver that is still visible from the shadow of the earth that's blocking out the moon. But that is definitely, and if you as I said, we have the new moon in Scorpio, and the new moon in Scorpio was all about, I would describe it as sort of pushing buttons. It's kind of like you're all calm and collected and everything, and then there's that one person who sticks a finger in your ribs or pushes a button that sends you over. So for Virgo, maybe they're trying to get you out of that moment of ease. And that's, kind of what that Scorpio moon was all about. It's like, yeah, you think you're so calm and collected. Let me see what I can do about that. So what do we need to know about the energy leading up to the full moon on the 19th? Energy of the new moon for Virgo leading up to the 19th. What do we need to know for Virgo? What do we need to know? Does look like there's an opportunity coming up for you within the days leading up to. You may see something being offered to you that you need to sort of weigh your options on. There's going to be a choice coming, one or the other. This card is about gathering what you can. It can be about taking what you have and running. It can be, so maybe this is staying in the fight or going home. And that's the choice here. But you also have the sun. So to the sun, to me, is strength. It is coming out. It's illuminating those things that maybe you have been struggling with, and saying that there is a choice. My sun is going away, so we're going to hope that this stays until I can finish the reading. I mean, and the card that we have says a new beginning, a fulfillment of wishes, and a firm foundation. So there is something there. Whether you're looking to walk away from an old situation, That's what it feels like. It really does feel like that to me. I'm not sure if this is resonating with somebody specifically. It does feel to me like it is the shedding of an old situation that didn't fit anymore. And so you're just sort of going, okay, but cut my losses. I'm going to just go. Could be work, could be relationship, could be situation. All right. So what I'm working with now is the full moon, Yes, the full moon energy for the 19th. What is that going to offer us? What is that going to offer Virgo? Full moon energy on the 19th. Energy on the 19th. What do we need to know? Virgo. Similar cards are coming up. Just did Leo. And in that card, in that reading, I had the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is someone who has plenty of resources available to him, but he tends to be a little tight with them. So sometimes his gain is not as big as it is because he doesn't let them go. So there is that. And this, part of what I'm getting with the energy is this, it's the Hermit. It's this need to pull back, gather those resources, pull back, go into that a time period of just sort of, okay, I'm done with that. Now I'm going to work on building a firm foundation. And it feels like this is something that you've wanted for quite some time. It's definitely, this is another card that keeps coming up, and I think that this is part of it. And it's this longing for something else. Now, that's not to say, because I'm hearing it as a caution. Don't quit your job unless you have another job in place. Don't walk out of a relationship just because of a bad feeling unless it is a bad situation. And always, if it's a bad situation, get out. Seriously. But if it's, he doesn't trim his toenails, his beard's a little shaggy, everything he does is irritating you or her, take a step back. Look at the situation behind it. Obviously, if it's a situation that is not healthy, you need to get out. But what I'm hearing is there are pieces of the past that you're going to carry forward with you that are going to create this firm foundation for moving forward. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, so and you know, you've got it. You've got the energy to move forward with this. You know, I think Virgo tends to be still waters run deep. Queen of Pentacles, she was on the last one. So going forward, this is the energy moving forward. And this is really part of it right here. And this came up in Leo, and I think it was in a couple of other ones that I had. Queen of Pentacles says, yeah, you have resources, but sometimes it is in the best interest to help move those resources by investing in something else, watching it grow, investing in people, investing in situations that are going to help you grow. Now remember, abundance isn't necessarily money. It can be energy. It can be breakfast cereal. It could be whatever it is that you value. That's your, that's what your pentacles are, so to speak. If you value breakfast cereal, go for it. I can't eat it anymore, but all right. What else do we need to know for Virgo moving forward? What else do we need to know? All right, so I'm going to show you what I got. And this is going to seem a little scary, but we're going to clarify it. So Queen of Pentacles is having enough resources to move forward. When the Tower comes up, it means the end of a cycle, the end of something that you have invested in the past of, which is sort of what we're seeing in the cards here. We're seeing the end of an old, we're picking up, we're moving on, we have a new beginning. These cards that we got are purposely not scary here, new beginning, fulfillment of wishes, and a firm foundation. So when you see the Tower, something old has to go in order to move forward for something new. It's just the way it works. It has to make room for it. But it's going to come with a period of introspection. And I think that putting your energy into deciding which direction you want it to go, which way do you want this new beginning to head for you, and being a Virgo, I'm sure there will be something, possibly a list of ideas that you want to move forward with. Don't get so consumed by the details at this time, although make sure you're covering your butt. Yeah, this is all about new beginnings. It does feel like this is opening up for you. It's going to be an opportunity with this new moon. All right, so we're going to do a card to clarify it, and I am running out of sunlight quickly. So we're going to pull a card from the Shaman's Oracle deck. What do we need to know to clarify the full moon energy for Virgo? What do we need to know moving forward to clarify the full moon energy? What do we need to know moving forward to clarify full moon energy? You don't need 15 cards. Swear to God, I actually did shuffle these. Okay, so what is going on at this point? Part of this new moon, not new moon, full moon that is happening in Taurus is all about dealing with stagnation. Some of it is spiritual. And I have had this card come up with a previous reading, and it is about spiritual narcolepsy. So a dormant side of you that is spiritual that you are missing. You have limitless possibilities, though. Going back to the new beginnings, those limitless possibilities are there. You just need to surrender to them. So this new beginning may be in a spiritual journey for you. Sort of what it's talking about. Or it could have a reawakening within yourself that exposes that spiritual side of you. Whew. That was a heavy one. All right. Well, we're going to leave it right there. And, you know, I'm sending out my best to you all. Please know that no situation is permanent. Everything is permanently moving, constantly changing. What seems rough today may not seem rough tomorrow. If you are in a bad situation, get out and get help. Look for the possibilities. All right. Sending my best. Sending blessings from me. Bye-bye.